Hi kids, it's me, Speedy Geeko, and hopefully this time you can hear me in my videos, but this is my second attempt at using my voice in a video, so I thought, oh, might as well just do an actual paper art, I don't know, no tutorial, but just watching me draw and I'll just talk or something. So here's that. I thought I'd just show some of my materials that I use. So I use these pens. They're just regular inking pens, but they have different sizes on the lids. So I use these. And then I think I'm going to do some inking today. So here's an inking thing that I did earlier. That's colored pencil and ink. And I was like, oh, well, that turned out pretty well. So I was like, why don't I do something else kind of like this, but watching me draw. So I thought, well, I'll just ink. So I'm going to ink this today. I drew my hand the other day. I'm like, well, I don't know what position it's supposed to be from. So I'm going to ink this. And so I'll just use my pens and I'll just do some inking. So, can you see that? Yeah, you can. Perfect. So, I'm just going to use a 0.3 and 0.4 pigment liner. Maybe 0.2 and 0.1 for shading. So usually I start with the outline of the drawing because I like outlining things. Some people don't outline their work, but I think it's very important to outline. So I'm going to use a 0.3 to outline that. Where did I put that? There we go. So I'm just gonna go along the edge and just I can't actually do straight lines when I'm drawing. I have a kind of shaky hand when it comes to drawing straight lines. So I do kind of sketchy line art. So yeah, so I just do the basic outline first, and then I'm going to do all the shading and stuff. Hopefully I have enough time, because I can't figure out why my YouTube account won't, why my YouTube channel won't. It says it's verified from my end, but then it doesn't let me upload anything longer than 15 minutes. Help. I don't know why. I am a mental boomer and don't know much about technology, so I guess that's probably why. There we go. So I'm just gonna draw this. So I use reference photos usually when I'm drawing. It makes everything just a hell of a lot easier. And then there we go. So I usually just take a picture of my hand or something and I'll just draw from that. I'm realizing now that maybe a hand isn't the most interesting thing to watch. I don't know. I guess if you just want something to watch or play in the background. I should do an ASMR video with just pen scratching noises. Okay, there we go. So I have all the basic lines right there, and then I'm just going to do these ones. Apologies for the loud cracking noise. That was my desk. It's dying. It needs help. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. And that was my phone falling. Everything is falling today. Everything just wants to fall. Okay, so for shading, usually what I do is with a 0.2, let me just test this and make sure it still works. Let's see, I'm just gonna scribble up at the top. Yeah, with a 0.2, I go really lightly over the entire thing, like this. And just shade that in. I'm gonna do cross-hatching in the end, so right now it's just a straight line. And then I just go wee all the way around. Okay, so this has been 5 minutes. I hope I have enough time to do this whole thing. If not, I'll just upload this in 2 pieces. So as you can see, it's pretty light right now. I don't really do it that hard on this, the base part. So I just got into cross-hatching recently. I didn't really do it until like a month ago. So I think it's a lot easier to shade using cross-hatching because I don't have to bring out all my blending stuff for charcoals and things like that. So it's a plus. It's a huge plus because, well, blending with charcoals is kind of hell. So I get it all over. I get charcoal in places that you wouldn't even know that you could get charcoal. I get it across the room, and I'm just sitting here at my desk, and so I don't know how that happens. It just happens like that. There we go. So then what I do is I go the opposite direction like this. Oh, this thing is dying. Time to buy new pens. So I actually filmed a video with my voice a while ago, like a month ago, and then I watched it after, and turns out I had it on mute the entire time. It's like, oh man. So I never, after that I just gave up. So hopefully this works. I really want this to work. I don't know how many of you guys read webcomics, but me and one of my friends are going to start writing a webtoon soon, so I'll put the link for that in a video once we get the first chapter up. I've actually been writing a Harry Potter fanfiction lately, so, and that recently got like, oh wow, that was off the screen. That recently got like over 1,000 hits, so that was really cool. That people read my writing. I really like that because I write and I draw and I write poetry, and I'm writing a book, but that's a little far away from right now. And then I go over here and I go like this. Whee! Cross-hatching. How much time do I have left? I have 7 minutes. There we go. Okay. I love shading things. It's my favorite part of the drawing, shading. I can't stand doing this. Actually, the sketching's pretty nice, but the shading is awesome. I just hate coloring it in after, which is why most of my drawings are black and white. There we go. So there's some shading right there, and then I'm just going to do some light cross-hatching in there, and then right here, of course, because that's going to be a little darker, because it's right here, that piece. I'm just going to blend that in like that. Cross-hatching I love it because it's very random. It's very random and it's very rushed looking, and I like that. I like that. Sometimes it actually looks, maybe not rushed. I think that's the wrong word. Just not quite thrown together either. I think I just like how it looks so sketchy. There we go. So that's how I shade in my art usually. Actually, well, should I do something else? I feel like I could go further with this. It looks kind of blah by itself. Should I? I'll just color it in a little bit more. Oh, I missed some spaces, that's why. There we go. Gotta shade this part in. Well, that's the fastest I've ever done complete shading. Where did I put my other sketchbook? So yeah, sometimes I get a little carried away with shading things in, or I go like this and I just decide to shade absolutely everything on the paper. Usually when that happens, it ends up looking a lot nicer than I thought it would, because usually I don't have the patience to, you know, really go over everything and shade it in, but once I do shade stuff in, I really like the way it looks. So yeah, I've been doing a lot more shading recently, and then I'm gonna start doing cross-hatching on digital art, so that'll be cool. So when that happens, we'll see how that works out. So hopefully my voice wasn't too absolutely horrible to listen to over a recording, and I hope, I don't know, you got some sort of something out of this. I don't know, I'm just doing this for my own personal stuff, but anyways, I hope you liked this video, or you found it even a little bit interesting, and I might do another one like this, so thank you, and good night.